Namaste. I thought I'd like to take you on a tiny tour around my Om home. This is my studio, Studio 1. And as you can see, there's a lovely Om plaque on the door. There's an Indian arch. On this porch, there are three actually facing each way. A set of lovely Indian bells hanging from the left. And if I move in closer, you can see there's a little Ganesh statue. He's guarding the joint as the Lord of Thresholds and New Beginnings. That's his job. There's a little plaque here also. And you can just about see the arch going the other way. I'm going to open this door, which is going to take a bit of a yank. And you'll see why in just a moment. As I stand back, you can see that this door is hugely thick and built like a bank vault door because it is soundproof. The whole of this studio is soundproof, which it needs to be, because my drum circle meets here every Thursday evening. Makes a heck of a din. I've had as many as 14 people playing djembe in this room. Nobody knows anything about it next door, which is proof of how effective the soundproofing is. As I walk in, there's another Indian arch, and I always turn to my right on entrance because there's a little shrine here to Ganesh, and here there's Hanuman as well, and some little Ganeshes. As doorkeeper, he is here in his rightful place. I always turn to my right, and there's an Hindu temple Ghanta bell, which is always rung on entry just to announce your arrival in sacred space, more to yourself than anything else. And as I go around the room, there's a lovely Shiva Nataraj on a key box, which is Indian, of course. And I move along, loads of photos and inspirational things. At the top of board, to your top of your screen is a lot of things that are inspirational, to me at least. Sayings and pictures. Further down the middle board, as you can see, says Somananda. Somananda is my solo act name, my stage name if you will. And there's pictures there of me performing that. Beneath that, come down a little bit, is another little board covered in black and white photos of pictures of me with various bands over the last 45 years on the road. Quite a few of those, as you can imagine. Pinned to that board, there are loads of stage passes from various events, including the Queen opening the Don Stadium in the Milton Keynes, which I played live for as well. Let's move along. We have two boards again. The top one is the Half Moon Drum Circle board. As I said earlier, my drum circle meets here every Thursday, and there are pictures there of some of the performances that we've done over the years, including Milton Keynes Theatre in 2007. We opened the show. Further down is a board which says Soma. Those are pictures of my band. And as I move round, there's a wall hanging of Kali Ma. Turn around a little further, there's another wall hanging of Shiva Nataraj dancing in his ring of flames. And as you can see, there are lots of handheld percussion instruments here at this point. And I have enough djembes and handheld percussion and didgeridoos to do workshops for up to 30 people, which I do at festivals, schools, scout groups, old people's homes, you name it. And as I come down a bit further, There's a drum here called the dhol drum, right in the middle of your picture, which is a North Indian drum, very loud. And I move around a little bit. There's a djembe drum, which is from Ivory Coast, this one, which I do a lot of work on the djembe. And then moving up a little bit, 2 congas, and then behind them 2 bongos. And as I turn round, this is the kit that I play either as Somananda or in my healing sounds, my mantra sound baths and kirtans, which I do both of at various festivals and in this room as well. This kit comprises 2 didgeridoos, a sitar, a tavina, a tambura, a zither, 3 gongs, loads of Indian bells, big cowbells hanging at the back, as you can see, and 3 tabla. There's a tiny drum kit in there as well, and 4 singing bowls, which you can't see at the moment, but they are in there. And there's also 2 crystal singing bowls at the front here, these big white bowls in the red case that I use for healing sound. They're not part of the kit as such. And if I turn round to my right, there's another wall hanging of Ganesh this time, Lord of Beginnings. And as I move down, this is the, as far as I'm concerned, the heart of my own home. This is my shrine. It's a Hindu shrine to Lord Shiva, Nataraj, as you can see, dancing in his ring of flames. Ganesh is here too, and lots of goddesses, including Lakshmi, Durga, Saraswati, and Kali Ma. They're all there, and Shivalingam. I do a daily puja here. There's a Hindu ritual which I've been doing for up to 40 years now, I suppose, on and off. I do my meditation in this room and my yoga as well, my yogasanas. As I move around the room up to the top here, there's this lovely little shrine to the Buddha Shakyamuni up top. And on the shelf underneath him, there's a Tibetan goddess called Vasundhara. Beneath her, and the next shelf down, there are 3 prayer wheels, Tibetan prayer wheels. And the whole stand is covered in little Indian dharmaru drums, and there's a Tibetan dharmaru drum at the top right hand corner as well, which you can't see so well. As I come down, there's this lovely stand, Indian stand, camel stand actually, and it has 4 singing bowls in it, and various manjiras, finger symbols if you like. And if I come around a bit further still, so a lovely instrument from Bali called an angklung. It's made of lots of pieces of bamboo, and it's on a bamboo stand. It's a beautiful looking thing. Sounds very intriguing as well, very interesting. Beneath it, there's a little shelf with some tabla from India. And then as we move to the floor, another set of tabla. And behind them there are 2 red and gold instruments, which are from a Balinese gamelan. So if I move up here, on the wall there's a balafon, which is from West Africa. Coming down a little bit, right in the middle of your screen, there's an Irish boron drum. Next to that there's a boogaraboo from West Africa again. Love that word, boogaraboo. And then here is a frame drum right in the middle of his screen. And to come around a little bit, it's this lovely peacock chair for you to come and sit in, come and chat with me in a bit. I'll give you a proper invite at the end of this video. As I move up is a talking drum. That one's from Bali, and then above it, strapped together, there are two Madal drums from Nepal. And then right along the top, I'm going to have to do this with you so that you can see it all in one go. There's a huge didgeridoo, which is made in this country, it's not Australian. And then there's this lovely mirror, which is very Indian, lovely arch. And I don't know if you can see, it says Shivoham, which means I am Shiva, which is my way of reminding me that I am cosmic consciousness, as we all are. This is a picture really of me and you together, me taking a picture of you, of us. And underneath this this mirror, it's not a mistake that there is a red heart. Nice clear message. We have to love ourselves before we can love anybody or anything else. As I move round, there's a load of hangings, two curly didgeridoos from Bali there, and this lovely instrument called a tambura, which is from India. This one from North India, it's a female tambura. Next to that is a model of a veena, which I have a full-size one, but that's a little model one. Coming down underneath the tambura is an ocean drum from Nepal. Coming down a little further underneath that is a zither, or a lap harp properly, from China. And then just in front of that is a tank drum, which is from America, that one. And then beneath that is this lovely djembe drum, beautiful carvings. That's Balinese, that's 14-inch, huge. Then going into the corner, I have 3 kalimbas, thumb pianos, umbiras they're called in some places, and above that it's a bunch of chimes from Bali. If I stand back a little bit, you can see this lovely Indian hanging chair with my guitar in it. I do my guitar lessons in here. Moving around a little bit, there's another stand. I'll stand back a little bit, and you can see there's loads of CDs and DVDs, all relevant really. I've got lots more elsewhere, but these are all relevant to what I do in here for the drum circle and for my healing sound. Underneath them there are 6 drums. On the right hand side there's a sort of hourglass shaped drum, which is silver. That's a Pakistani talking drum. And then in the middle of that shelf there's a banya, which is half of a tabla set. And then on the left of that is a black drum called a nal. And on the floor, from the right again, there's a wooden drum which is called a pakawaj, Indian drum. To the left of that is a darabuka, black one. And then which comes from Morocco. Next to that, also from Morocco, a dumbek, a silver drum, similar shape, goblet shaped drum. And then I come to this stand here, which is basically a bookshelf. At the top of it, 2 instruments made of clay. One of them is a clay pot, which is used as a percussion instrument in its own right in India, called a ghatam. And then next to that is a coal drum, big conical drum. As I say, they're very fragile because they're made of clay, which explains why they're up there, out of the way. Coming down a little bit underneath that is a television, which I show DVDs on for healing sound, for the drum circle, for inspiration. And under that There's a set of Moroccan bongos and my stereo unit. The two bottom shelves are rammed full of books about yoga, Hinduism, meditation, tantra, chakras, all that stuff. Okay, so we're back to where we began. So what I'm going to do is a big sweep of the room so you get some kind of feel for it. If I come around like this, remember is the entrance. Pictures, 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 pictures. Into the corner, Kalima, Lord Shiva, my kit, Ganesh, my shrine here. Come to this wall, all of these lovely instruments. And I'd like to finish with the God of beginnings and endings, therefore, with an invite for you, because this is such a wonderful space. I'm such a blessed person to have all this, and I really desire to share it with all and sundry, because that's why I believe it's been given to me. So get in touch if you'd be interested in coming along for the healing sound or for the drum circle. For guitar lessons, I also do drum lessons, drum kit lessons. That is in a different place, and I would be delighted to see you, or if only just to come and check it out, have a cup of tea and a chat. And I can also talk about soundproofing if that's interesting to you. Okay, hope to see you soon. Loads of love. Om. 'Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. 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 'Om Shan